The reality is that power cannot be necessarily considered to be a means in itself for the achievement of other ends, but power is an end in itself because once it's acquired, once it's accomplished and established either by the individual man or woman, either personally, by the citizens, or by the governments and other evil faculties, external entities, they literally become indifferent and dangerous and corrupting themselves and try to cause more corruption, harm to each other, and they also eventually go for to try to establish and bring about as much control, conditioning, enslavement, slavery as they possibly can over the citizens, over the dwellers. And that is also what we try to do as individual people when we're given some kind of power, justice, when we become powerful, either on the basis of our superior education, talent, or because of our jobs. We either try to expand that sort of existing power to become more powerful than we need to be, than is necessary. And the similar can be said of possessions, wealth, riches, which always needs to be expanded according to the people. But we also definitely try to use that sort of existing power or our powerfulness to exude or exert our dominance, control, manipulation over the others who are either important, who do not have much power, or those who are illiterate or downtrodden, poor, and they do not have much access to power. They are not so powerful. We try to dominate, conquer, punish those people. That is what we try to do as citizens also. So definitely this tendency to be powerful, this tendency and quality desire for power, or to be more powerful than necessary, than we need to be, has always been seen, and it has always existed. To be honest, in the living creatures and biological animals, natural entities, this tendency is there, and that's how they survive. That's how we have survived and evolved for hundreds of thousands of years, for millions of years. So definitely we need to try to understand as to what power needs to be enhanced, and what powers we must have, we must accomplish in our lives. And it's not about dominating the others, it's about dominating oneself, it's about conquering one's desires, it's about challenging one's and our own limits individually and not the others, because that leads to violence, destruction, and disintegration of the society. Real power always seeks self overcoming. Genuine groundedness commands respect. It's about self conquest, self knowledge, and enhancing, improving ourselves as much as we possibly can, and in as many areas, directions, aspects as that there is in one or another. That is organic power. That is real powerfulness, which constantly overcomes and challenges its own limitations, flaws, problems, ignorance, etc.